Now let's talk about how to plot points in a three-dimensional system. So remember that a point is represented by three coordinates, A, B, and C. So the way you plot points, think about how you do it in a two-dimensional system. It's very similar in a three-dimensional. So again, here's my x-axis, y, and z. So you go to your first coordinate here, and that's A. So I'm going to go out a distance of A on the x-axis. So you go out a distance of A on the x-axis. So right there, a distance would be A. And then you look at your next coordinate, which is B. So that's how far I go out on the y-axis. So now I'm going to go in the y direction, a distance of B. So I'll go out in the y direction, a distance of B. So that length right there is B. And then my final coordinate is C. That corresponds to Z. That's my height. So I need to go vertically C distance. So vertically, you're going to go up, straight up, and a distance of C. And this would be my point right here in three-dimensional space. So let's look at a concrete example of this. Let's say I want you to plot the point 1, 2, -1. So let's start by drawing our axis here. X, Y, Z. So I got a distance of 1 on the X direction. Yep. Distance of 1. That's my first coordinate. Now I go out a distance of 2 in the Y. So now I'm kind of right here for now. But now, if I look at my Z coordinate, it's -1. When it's negative, instead of going up, we've got to go down now. So now I go down 1 unit, so I'm going to drop it vertically down by 1. And there we go. There's our final point right there. So I'll erase the previous one. There's our point. We went 1 out in the X direction, 2 out on the Y, and then down 1 because we had a -1 on our Z coordinate. Okay, so now that we have points and we know how to plot them, the next thing we want to talk about is the distance between 2 points. So let's say I have 2 points, x1, y1, z1, and I have another point, x2, y2, z2, and I want to find the distance between these. It's very similar to your distance in 2 dimensions, but now I have 3 coordinates. So it's x2 minus x1 squared, y2 minus y1 squared, and z2 minus z1 squared, and take the square root. So this is my distance formula for the distance between 2 points. All right, so let's put this formula into use. Let's do something with it. So let's say I want to find the distance between the points 2, -1, 3, and the point 1, 0, negative 2. Now it doesn't matter which one you choose to be the first or the second point. So I'm going to use this for my first point. So this would be the x1, y1, z1. And then I'm going to use this for my second point. So this would be the x2, y2, and z2 point. So let's plug it in. 1 minus 2 squared. 0 minus a negative 1, so I'll just write 0 plus 1 squared. And negative 2 minus 3 squared. So this would be 1, 1, negative 5 squared, so 25. So it's the square root of 27. And that's the distance between these 2 points. It's the square root of 27.